What are Apple announcing on the 20th of April? I'm a massive Apple fanboy. I have everything pretty much Apple, iPad, phone, watch, all of it. But don't worry, I'm not just an Apple fanboy. I also appreciate tech from other companies like Samsung and Google and, all those other companies. I do like a good custom PC, but truth be told, I am a massive Apple fanboy. So for this video, let's talk Apple. We all thought they skipped the event this spring, but it seems that they haven't, and they've sprung a new event on us last minute. So next week, we are getting an event at 10 a.m. at the Apple Park on the 20th of April. So what are we talking about in this video? Well, we're gonna speculate what we think they are going to be announcing on the 20th of April. Funnily enough, this leak came from Siri. Someone asked Siri when is the next Apple event, and they answered. So it's cool to see that we now have someone on the inside giving us information, and we're gonna try something for a second. Hey Siri, what's the latest features of the next iPhone? No luck. Well, we thought we'd try anyways. So onto the video, what do we think Apple are going to be announcing on the 20th of April? Last year, they skipped the event entirely and just did a press release. They released a new iPad, they released a couple of accessories. It wasn't anything really, it wasn't such a big deal. I think they released a MacBook Air as well, but this year they've brought back the event and they're going to release their products the way they originally intended to. First things first, the iPad Pro. Rumor has it the only change for the iPad Pro is going to be a mini LED display, which is kind of just like new, better OLED technology. Hopefully it will stop any potential burnout happening. It doesn't use as much power, so the battery of the iPad could actually increase, but that's pretty much for the iPad. Now, there's also talk of a potential upgrade in processing power, which I guess isn't really a surprise because with a whole new generation iPad, that's very normal. Now, in terms of look and other kind of features, I don't think there's going to be that much change. It would be cool to see a much better quality camera at the front, especially now with everything going on and everyone's using their iPads for Zoom meetings and Google meetings and all the other app meetings that I could probably think of. But that would be cool to see. Now, I don't actually think that's going to happen. I feel like it's going to be a carbon copy of the current iPad Pro, but just with a better display and potentially more processing power. The next one is Airtags, and this has been in the rumor mill for literally years. We have no idea if it's actually going to come about. If it does, amazing. If it doesn't, does anyone really care? I don't know. The point of Airtags are pretty much to replace Tile. So I don't know if you've ever heard of Tile, but Tile is that little square that goes in your wallet, on your keys or something, and it allows you to track that particular item. Airtags is basically Apple's version of that, and it kind of fits in with the whole ecosystem. If you've got the phone, the watch, the iPad, everything like that, it makes sense to get Airtags as well. Now, based on renders, which you're probably seeing here, they don't look that practical, and I hope Apple decide to make a practical product over a super good looking product. We want something that can attach to our keys that's so small and so thin it slides into a wallet section, right? We don't want some round, overly annoying shape product here. We want something really user-friendly and practical. Now, considering I already own a whole bunch of Tiles, will I buy the Airtags if they come out? Probably not. I do want to test them out though and see which one is more reliable, the Tile or the Airtags, which one works better. Again, it makes sense that the Airtags would work better just because I'm in the Apple ecosystem, but I haven't really had that many problems with the Tile so far, and I lose my wallet and my keys nearly every single week, and it's the most useful thing ever. The next is accessories. Apple are bound to release some sort of accessory or accessories. It's brilliant profit margin for them. It makes so much sense. More Apple Watch straps, I don't know, anything, a new keyboard for the iPad, maybe an updated pencil with new features, who knows? Most likely it'll be more simple things like cases and things like that, cases, watch straps, stuff like that. Again, it makes so much sense for them to release these things just because it's easy money and people really do buy them. The next we may hear something about, but it's unlikely because I think this will be reserved for the event later on in the year. But we could hear something about iOS potentially, macOS, iOS. Maybe just a little announcement. That would be cool to see. But even though this is not really a software-driven announcement, it's more of a hardware-driven announcement. Who knows? Literally anything is possible. And finally, what am I hoping for? What do I really want them to announce, but I just don't think they will? Well, I'm hoping they announce something to do with the M1X or the M2 chip for Apple Silicon in terms of new computers, maybe a Mac Pro, maybe a really cool iMac, the new display with the really thin bezels. That would be really, really cool if they announced that. I would love to be able to test it out and actually compare that against the current Mac Pro and see what's better, what's faster, what's more worth your money. So I hope they bring something like that out. I don't think they will, but who knows. And the other product I would love to see them announce is AirPods version 3. Because, I'm still on AirPods version 1 and the battery is dying so frequently right now, so I would love for them to bring out a new version of the AirPods with a much better battery, a much longer increased battery time, maybe an even better case that charges it for longer, holds the battery for longer, who knows. But those are the products I'm really hoping that they announce. Those are my thoughts on the Apple event on the 20th of April. Who knows? I was probably really wrong. We're going to find out in a couple of days' time, and hopefully after 20th of April I can make another video and potentially even buy some of the items and unbox them, review them for you, and find out if they were worth the hype. So let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see, and I just want to end by saying thank you so much for watching.